Hello everybody, this is Cyptron John, and today I'm gonna be doing the TFNation thoughts and hauls video for the 2023 UK convention. And first things first, I got in a little late because I wanted to actually go and see. I wanted to see a specific panel because they had a special guest there. They had Roberson as a guest, the company that makes the robot company, who, for anyone who doesn't know, has the Transformer IP from Hasbro to make some Transformers licensed robots, such as what you will have seen with the voice command Optimus Prime that transforms, the non-transforming Bumblebee, the Rise of the Beast Optimus Prime that doesn't transform, and probably their newest one, the auto-converting Grimlock, that is also a voice command. I wanted to go and see that panel basically, and unfortunately got held up with a bit of traffic. Just unfortunate. I did get to see a little bit of it though. They did bring out the Grimlock, which I'll see about showing some photos that I took there at the end of the video. A lot of it's gonna be Roberson. I didn't take any pictures of not much else. I did see before, as I was coming out of the panel, because I stayed around to go and listen to some of the questions. Well, actually, let's cover the questions first. So, probably the most important stuff that I didn't get to see was what they were planning to do next. For the next products, they had some early concepts. Drawings, which I didn't get to see those because I came in late. The panel started at 11, hang on, let me just start with, so got the registration, and what you get at registration is you get, well, I only booked the Saturday, so you get your Saturday TFNation ticket band. You also get a program book here, which tells you about the panels and everything that's going on, and a way to get around the Hilton. And then what they were doing last year, this is, they gave us a freebie of the Royal Mail Transformers stamps here, so yeah, pretty cool. For anyone who actually attended. Skipping back to the questions for Roberson. One of the ones that they did show off, which I heard about, was apparently like Constructicon based. So I guess I gotta do G1 Constructicons. Someone asked about the possibility of a combiner. If they were to do one, would they do the other 6 so that we could have a combiner like Devastator? And basically, because they're Roberson and there's no limit to what they can do, I think the answer to what they were saying was anything is possible, basically. Also, they asked about what would be the most popular Transformer. Someone asked about what would be the next Transformer that they'd want to make, and he basically turned that to us and said, which one's the most anticipated one that you would like to see? And quite a lot of the panel room was shouting Soundwave. There was a lot of Soundwaves, so I think Roberson will be taking that into consideration, because it's been all Autobots at the moment. There's been no Decepticons as of yet, so that'll be interesting. But yeah, it was quite interesting to actually learn about it, and the fact that they're using a technology which is some voice AI. That is a technology that they're using and stuff like that in their products. So that was quite cool. There were people at the convention that I know of by name, YouTube name, did not speak to, because I just saw them as I was going to places, so it was very much like I couldn't really talk with them. Oh god, when I came out of the panel room, there was some prototype bits on the glass cabinet. I did actually, I saw the grey resin prototype for G2 Predator, Euro G2 Predator Skystalker, and his color prototype stuff as well next to it, technical drawings. So I've taken a couple of snaps of those, that I'll show. And I managed to actually see, like, a blink and you miss it as I was walking from the panel. I saw a few coming to the panel as I was going from the panel to the dealer room. But yeah, speaking of dealer room, it was actually the busiest I think it's been in ages. And a lot of people were saying that the convention has been, it's probably been the biggest in terms of the amount of people that have gone this year. Compared to other years, which that is good, really, because it shows how popular this convention is, you know, for a lot of people, and how special it is. But yeah, I also did see, oh god, what was it when we went? Yeah, I'll talk about the toys and stuff that I bought from dealer room later on. When we went to, oh god, I think we went to, yeah, we went to the bar later. Yeah, we, before that, I picked up a couple of bits in dealer room, and, we went to go and get lunch at, oh god, yeah, the building that was just like, across the river from the Hilton, where you had your shopping malls, and then you also had your restaurants, such as, yeah, steakhouse. There you had ZZ's, you had Pizza Express, Five Guys. We went to ZZ's. Yeah, it was quite nice. Quite nice there to have just a lunch break and stuff like that. Watched a bit of football, the women's football. Yeah, I don't know how many people on this channel are interested in football, but anyway, so then we went back, felt like I wanted some water, so got a bit of water. I then hopped back into the dealer room and bought some other bits and bobs, and yeah, day ended just like that. Did catch some people in the dealer room though. I did catch, oh god, I caught someone who I'll mention at the end. Obviously, these are people who I didn't speak to at all because I really don't know them. I just know that I watch them on YouTube, so. Well, some of them. I did see Standwave SG1. He was at the bar, of course. I did see Toys R Us in the dealer room. Yeah, I didn't speak to him. As I said, I saw a few as I was walking away from panel to the dealer room after I watched the Robeson panel, and I also did see Ben from Ben's Collectibles. Did have a little talk with him. We spoke a little bit about you know, what did we actually, you know, what was it that we were really after this year in terms of most anticipated and stuff like that. Yeah, he was buying a couple of bits, really, just keeping it a bit light because he's days away from Canada now, immigrating to Canada, so yeah, what can I say? I mean, it was just, again, it was nice to speak to him, and I wish him luck on his adventures in Canada. So yeah, I think that's pretty much the talk over and done with, really. So I will change camera views and I'll be back in a sec with the whole segment. Okay, so change a camera view there. This is a camera view that I'm going to be doing to just showcase off everything that I've got for the whole segment of this video. So first of all, when I went in the morning, yeah, sometime, God, what was it? It must have been 11:40 or something like that, because I watched the panels, so for Robeson. So yeah, I had a little mooch around, just around the outside. It was really busy. Toy Fu obviously have loads of people just clamoring at the booths. There were quite a few nice things at In-Demand Toys. They actually didn't have this year's Buzzworthy Bumblebee multi-pack. They still had last year's that they were selling, which is absolutely, I find that surprising and absolutely ridiculous. But yeah, I did see some HasLab Unicrons there as well, obviously going for way over £1,000. Some of them still in the box, some of them, one was loose out on display for people to see. Yeah, absolutely insane. Yeah, obviously I didn't come with that type of money on me. That's crazy money. But I did come with money that seemed like crazy money for me, to be honest. So, yeah, there's that. So I did get a couple of pricey things. Anyway, so went to In-Demand Toys to start with after I went around the outside, and I'm gonna need to, hang on, I'm just at a camera shot. I'm just gonna need to grab a few bits here. They had loads of these. Commander Class, Legacy Evolution, Armada Optimus Prime, and yeah, I told myself that I wouldn't actually get this unless I could also get the Megatron, so, I went looking around, on the, leader class part of it. All I could find was Skyquakes, so I was like, oh my god, where's Megatron, where's Megatron? I know I've seen Megatron because I've seen someone come away with it to buy it, so they must have boxes of it. Because I was checking the far right of it, I didn't check the far left. So I went over to the far left, I started seeing some new stuff, started seeing the Prime Universe Dreadwing from the new wave, and then I found the last Legacy Evolution leader class, and Megatron hiding at the back. And the moment I saw it, I snapped it up and said it was mine. Got the Megatron. Here he is. I've opened them and now a little play around with them, and actually, to be honest, when I saw a video to do with this, I thought, oh my god, look at all the hollow spaces in it. It's so much cheaper than the original. But actually, in person and holding it, he is a hefty chunk of a leader class. Seriously, I don't know how much plastic they put in this guy, but it's really good quality. Obviously, I have my gripes about it. I really don't like the fact that the turret does not turn all the way around and it just locks up at certain positions. I understand it's got something to do with a certain gimmick and to sort out any weird positions that turret could end up in for the gimmick, but I mean, come on now. Come on. Anyway, here is Commander Prime. Here he is. I've had a little mess around with him as well, and I absolutely love both of them. I really do. This guy's a fairly hefty chunk himself, to be honest. Megatron was £53, slightly cheaper than what you can get him on Pulse. And Optimus Prime was £90, which, well, that's roughly the same price as Pulse would ask you to pay anyway. So there we go. There are those. Right. So yeah, when I headed back into dealer room, I really wanted to get something from Toy Fu. I tried looking in the morning. I did find a BotCon 2016 Transmol 2 Megatron using the RID 2001 Megatron mold. I only questioned about the price of it, so I did pick it up just to find out what it was. Obviously, I mean, I'm just gonna say I don't actually have it. I did not fancy it after looking at the price. That was slightly it was 175, a little too high for me, so I didn't really, I didn't fancy it. It was very much like what you'd expect eBay pricing to be like, but it's like, it's kind of ridiculous, because even though it's like a rare figure, it's like, you know, I could pre-order an MPM 14 Bone Crusher for that price, really. When you think about it. But anyway, I went in there later on, and yeah, I went up and down the booth because I was like, oh my god, just because I didn't really have much that was on my list, to be honest, this year, that I really actually was wanting, that I expected at the convention. So I had quite a few surprises, really. The Megatron and the Optimus Prime was pretty much it, to be fair. But yeah, I did spot this lovely thing. So this here is Transformers Armada Powerlinks Thrust. This is not the normal Powerlinks Thrust that is grey and blue. This is the red one. And it's actually the rarer thrust out of the Powerlinks, out of the two. Because this is actually the limited edition one, so this had a limited run, and it is actually rarer. I had a look on eBay last night just to see how much he is in a box, and yeah, it was roughly like $189.99 in a box, brand new on eBay. And just to show how much of a bargain this was, loose and near enough complete, minus the missile for his Minicon, 40 quid. 40 quid loose out of a box. Absolutely amazing. Absolute bargain. But yeah, I've been playing around with this quite a bit, and I really do enjoy it. And I think these are like traditional thrust colors. So I mean, if I were to buy a thrust, I'd buy this one anyway. But yeah, absolutely lovely. Absolutely like that. I'm gonna save the second thing that I got from Toifu for the end, just because. But yeah, so after that, Robeson did have a booth there, and what you can do, they were selling some t-shirts and cups and mugs and stuff like that, but they weren't actually selling them. They were a giveaway. It wasn't very obvious, but it was a giveaway. So in order to get any of this and to participate in the giveaway, you had to take a photo of any of the products that they had, or a video or whatever, and post it onto social media. You could then show it to one of the crew, and they could then say that you can have, you know, you can ask for whatever it is, a t-shirt, a hoodie, a mug, or whatever. So I got a t-shirt. They had quite a few medium and larges of this Roboson t-shirts. So, but yeah, I got a Roboson t-shirt. They had limited quantities of the large hoodie. They pretty much had a lot of mediums by the time my brother actually wanted to get a hoodie. So yeah, and he didn't want a t-shirt just because I got one. So in the end, he actually ended up getting a mug, and I'll just show you. I'll just show you what this looks like. This is a really good quality mug. I mean, seriously, really good quality. It's got Bumblebee on it, so there we go. It's really nice. Got a little cap on there. Bing. You got a little silicone bit on there, and you got a nice little bit for you to put your mouth, and water to go into a pore reservoir there. So to go into your mouth, that is a really nice nice cup there. Really nice. Very good quality. Yeah, if I give you a little turn around of it, yeah. And this, you can feel all this. This is all slightly embossed on the aluminium here. But yeah, because it's aluminium, it should be keeping your ice water cool on hot days as well, hopefully. Just saying that. There was one thing that I did pick up at In-Demand Toys as well in the morning. So they did have this leaflet that you could get from In-Demand Toys. Apparently they're opening a new website, so I don't know what that's about, but apparently that is something that they do. And then this is all the conventions and stuff that they do, because obviously they got TFNation there, and then they do a couple of different things here as well. Go to toy fairs and stuff like that, and they go and sell their wares there. So yeah, there's that. But yeah, the really interesting thing that I did get there, I did not expect it to be there, seriously. This was a surprise for me. I actually caught a glimpse of it as I entered dealer room in the morning. I honestly thought that it was an Energon Bruticus combiner. So I thought, okay, I'll check that out later, and I did check it out later. But yeah, I decided to just inquire. I asked Matt if I could just have a hold of it, just to inquire about it. For anyone who doesn't know who I'm talking about, Matt Marshall from Toy Fu. Just look it over a little, you know, just look over what it is, just to see how I felt about it. There's a couple of breakages on it, but nothing. I don't think it's anything too major. I could think about maybe being able to possibly fix up or anything like that. But yeah, very rare. You don't come by a lot of these at conventions, and I'm surprised that they even had one, because they didn't have one last year. But yeah, the benefit of this is that usually you find these yellowed on eBay, and this was yellowed, but not as yellowed as you find it on eBay. But yeah, here we go. Here he is. It is Transformers Generation 1 Overlord. Yeah, it's not... He doesn't look the best. I know, he's missing quite a few bits, and he could do with a little bit of TLC in terms of repro labels. As you can see, some repro labels have been placed in some weird areas, so I gotta go and look them over. But yeah, I'm really pleased that I own this. I asked about it last year to them, and they didn't have it. But I'm so surprised that it's like a year later, my wish was basically granted. I honestly thought about it when I was holding it, and I thought, okay, what do I want to do? Do I want to actually buy it, or do I want to still wait it out? Because I've been searching on eBay, but you know, all the peachy ones go for over 100 quid, so even with no bits. So yeah, I went for it. I absolutely decided to just cave in and go for it. And to give you an idea of what the price of this was, £90. £90 for what you see here. But yeah, I don't think I regret my decision in buying him. I think I'm happier now that I have him, and as and when I've got the money to do so at my disposal, I'm gonna see about sprucing him up a bit, collecting the pieces that I need to get, and yeah, just giving it a little cleanup and stuff like that. So yeah, in a way, I could say Holy Grail achieved. Because he's quite rare. He's quite rare. Well, quite rare to find in good nick. But yeah, there are a couple of breakages. I'm aware of a few that are in the tank portion on this side. So it might be just worth... It may not even be worth me actually thinking about making the pieces. I might just literally go ahead and buy a new tank half, maybe. Depends what's going to be easier, really, for me. But yeah, didn't come with Powermasters, but Powermaster clips are intact, which is good to see. Majority of planes here, majority of tanks here, just missing tank barrel. So yeah, it's all good. You know, it's a good starting point, in my opinion. Anyway, anyway, there we go. Oh yeah! Oh fuck. That's not the last thing I got. This is the last thing I got. So, I almost forgot about these. Oh my gosh. So, I went over to a guy who was selling some of the, vintage G1 figures, in little boxes, and, I asked if he had a Rumble Frenzy. He had a KO Rumble, Rumble Red. Rumble is blue to me, not red. Frenzy is red to me. So I asked about just a Frenzy, and he had some G1 reissues for the 35th anniversary, which I did see on Pulse a couple of years ago, you know, that you could order. So, yeah, I got Rumble, but he came with 2 Autobot Japanese cassettes. To give you an idea of what type of Japanese cassettes these are, they basically combine like Beastbox and Scorptalk from Decepticons. So yeah, they are Graphy and Noizu. But yeah, really cool. And also, just because he went and chucked me in a nice little red decoder, so and if I just flip to the back here, allows you to decode text specs much easier, and it feels so retro because I got the bios, I got the mottos, the function and stuff like that. And yeah, and I really just wanted to have this blue Rumble because he is yeah, I really do enjoying. I've been enjoying him really, and he's got quite a bit of diecast in him actually as well, so yeah, I am quite pleased to have this, and he is going to go with my reissue Soundwave. Absolutely, most definitely. So yeah, that is literally it. So that is the whole. So yeah, that was my Transformers TFNation 2023 haul and talk type thoughts. For anyone who can actually afford to go, it is really I think it is a really good experience. I just do the Saturday, really. I think the Saturday is literally it's literally enough. But yeah, thank you for anyone who's been watching this video, and please do like, comment, and subscribe.
I can't do nothing with you. I can't do nothing with you.
This has been Cybertron John. Peace out.
I can't do nothing with you.
Oh.